Speaking of Pop Smoke, do you know who's going to be representing one of his murder suspects?
Who?
Chris Darden.
He's always trying to do some shit, man. Like, Chris Darden need to sit his ass down somewhere, bro. He's always popping up in these fucking, like, he's trying to stay relevant or something. I don't know.
Well, remember he was going to represent Eric Holder, Shitty Cuz, who killed Nipsey Hussle. And then he ended up stepping down just because of, I guess, death threats and stuff like that.
Yeah, because, you know, that guy, like, I've actually seen Chris Darden in a few clubs in Hollywood before, man, just hanging out like a regular guy. Like, hanging out serious, bro. Like, which is funny as hell, you know, after the OJ shit to see him pop up. Like, I think he smokes weed, all type of shit. He be trying to act like a real brother, like, trying to hang amongst the people and shit, but like, he's pulling these stunts. Like, he need to really sit down somewhere, man.
Well, do you think that after the OJ trial, he was sort of on the opposite side of black people in a way? Like,
absolutely.
So many black people called him a sellout and whatever else. He's just going to say, you know, at one point he just said, fuck it. I know that this community is never going to accept me, so I'm just going to basically troll them at this point.
No. Like I said, he's been hanging out. So I think what he did was he kind of hid out for a long time, stayed away, you know, stayed out the public eye and stuff like that. And then he came back around years later when other generations came, you know, got older and stuff like that. And they didn't have the same, you know, the same disdain because they didn't really know about OJ. You know what I mean? Like Pop Smoke's generation, the one a little bit before him, they don't really know about how serious that was to us back then. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I think he stayed out the way for so long. And then like most of us who are older, we just don't care no more. You know what I mean? All the shit that we seen OJ do after is like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but.
Right. I mean, all of my black friends have always told me the same thing when we have the OJ conversation, and that is, we all know he did it, but it was just nice to see someone actually get away with it as opposed to being charged for something, you know, convicted of something they didn't do.
I still don't think he did it.
You don't think he did it?
Nah.
All that evidence.
Nah, it didn't add up, bro. I mean, cause you know, they was planting shit. That one cop, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they was planting shit, man. I don't think he did it, to be honest. He probably paid for it to happen.
Mark Furman.
But did you ever go to that house and see? Like I went over there. Like it would be hard to get away with that unless you knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. Like if you'd have went there and seen the yard and like seen where they got stabbed at, like there was some people that knew what the fuck they were doing, bro. Like it wasn't no, you know, that wasn't just no simple murder. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, Mark Furman, that's the cop you're talking about.
Yeah, Mark Furman. Like, yeah, so nah, OJ might have known. He might have known, he might have had it done, but I doubt if he did it. He don't look like a person to me that could do something. Like, I just don't take him as that. You know what I mean? Especially to stab a person. To stab a person to death is different than shooting a person. Like, you gotta have a certain type of gut to get, you know.
Well, OJ wrote a book called If I Did It. And that book actually, it never came out, but it leaked online. And I actually read the passage about the murder. And he basically was saying him and someone else did it. There was someone else involved. He didn't do it by himself, but I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. I can't see it, man. Like, I can't see it happening and nobody even, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, I think anybody's capable of anything, but like I said, if you'd have went to Brentwood and seen where the murder happened at, like it was in the front yard, they had neighbors close by. Then somebody lived behind them. Like that's somebody that probably did this several times before, if you ask me, like for it to have gone that smooth, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I don't know, but that's my opinion.
We'll never know. Maybe OJ will tell us on his deathbed or something like that. Maybe he's going to try to get right with God at the very end and say, okay, I really did it.
I think the reason why he was doing all that because he knew his life was over, bro. And he, you know, people be looking for you know, looking for other ways to stay relevant and whatnot, you know. Maybe he's so narcissistic that he just played on that shit, but I don't know.